poznatim kantautorom, pevačem i kompozitorom. Želio bismo da vas bolje upoznamo sa njim. Uživajte.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael W. Smith, and I am in Croatia on a world tour that began in Brazil and took us to Australia, took us to Europe once already, and to Canada and to the United States, and now back in Europe, and my first time in Croatia, and I'm pretty excited about that. We've been in Romania, we've been in Budapest, we head to Switzerland tomorrow, and then Latvia on Saturday, then back home to the States. So life is good. I feel God's favor on me as I travel around the world. I will make my way to Serbia at some point, and hopefully that'll be sooner than later. If you don't know anything about me, I've been making records for 30 years, which makes me feel old, but I don't feel old at all, actually. I feel great, and I feel like my best work is yet to come, and God is good, and you know, I'll never forget when I finished making my first album. I'll never forget the moment I said, God, thank you. And if I never get to make another album again, then so be it. You know, this was a dream come true, and now we're 24 albums later, and still making music. So, and little did I know that I would have so much favor, and I call it God's favor. Not only to be successful and to sell millions of records, that didn't really mean that much to me anymore. But to really be able to sow into the nations and travel around the world, and to not only see your songs go on a pop chart and become pop hits on mainstream radio, but Christian radio as well. And then to make an album called Worship, which was sort of a thing that I did out of obedience. That record came out on, actually, if you don't know this, that record came out on 9/11. 2001, which is what a very tragic and horrible day for America. It's when we got attacked. But the record was going to come out on that day anyway, and but that record ended up being a healing record for our nation. And what I thought would be the least successful record of my career ended up being the biggest record of my career, not only in America but around the world. And to be able to go into places like Romania and Budapest and all over Asia, Africa, and everybody singing every word to every song from Worship, and so kind of taking my breath away, but this is what I'm called to do, and it's a real honor for me. I'm very, very grateful. Lastly, I'm very blessed. I'm a family guy, but just married to an amazing woman. Got 5 kids. I got 6 grandchildren, believe it or not, and another one on the way, and getting ready to marry off my final 2 girls of my 5 kids, and so we are a very, very close family. I'm a big family guy, have been since day one, and when we set out to do this music thing, we just made ground rules that nothing was going to get in the way of family. So, and so very, very blessed. Everybody asks me, what's your greatest accomplishment? And everybody wants to say, you wrote Friends, or you traveled with Amy Grant, or you won all these awards and sold millions of records. But I'd say if there's one thing I would say, probably my greatest accomplishment is that I've survived success. And that's really hard to do, honestly, in this sort of business. And people telling you how great you are all the time, and you just have to sort of deflate and humble yourself. And I think I've made it because of a great wife and great friends. I have a great pastor who I've walked with for 32 years. So God is good, and I get to, you know, I'm a son of the High King of the universe. There's just nothing better. So, so that's just a little part of the big story. I have an extraordinary life, but if you would have any chance to spend a few moments with me, you would find that I'm actually quite normal, and maybe just a little crazy, in a good way. So, but God bless you. Thanks for listening, and to all in Serbia, I hope to see you soon.